Every year, thousands of salmon swim up the Copi River here in Mississauga. But most of these fish aren't actually native to this river. And if we want to understand how they got here, and more importantly, what's going to happen to them, we have to understand the unintended consequences of engineering.
200 years ago, there was a population of Atlantic salmon in the Great Lakes. Every year, they migrated upstream, laid eggs, and returned to the lake. In the 1800s, a flurry of small dam building around the Great Lakes cut off access. The impacts of this engineering were not assessed, and the dams led to a catastrophic decline in the salmon population. In the 1900s, the St. Lawrence Seaway, another engineering project allowing ships to travel up from the ocean, also allowed the invasive sea lamprey to invade the lakes, decimating the remaining population of salmon and native trout. This lack of top predators in turn caused the population of prey fish, specifically the alewives, to rapidly multiply beyond the carrying capacity, leading to massive lake-clogging die-offs. Finally, in a bid to control the alewives and bring fishing back, a salmon stalking program began in the 1970s, including not just the native Atlantic salmon, but larger Chinook and coho salmon as well from the faraway Pacific Ocean, these being viewed as a better sport fish. But there's already a new challenger approaching. The invasive Copi carp has worked its way up the Mississippi River and is poised to enter the Great Lakes through the Chicago Sanitary and Shipping Canal, at which point it is expected to again wipe out populations of native fish. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers is holding the Copi back with an electrified barrier. However, its breaching is not a question of if, but when.
In the meantime, we're doing our best to protect what we have now. Our recent stream rehabilitation jobs have seen engineers work closely with biologists and landscape architects to restore habitat for native species by naturalizing channels and rebuilding wetlands at locations around the Great Lakes. We're also working with clients to improve water quality and base flow to streams feeding the lakes. And though sometimes it might feel like an upstream battle, if these salmon can make the effort for the next generation, maybe we can too.